Hi, welcome. This is the energy for today, August 10th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, August 10th? What does the viewer need to see and hear for today, August 10th? August 10th, please. What does the viewer need to see and hear for today, August 10th? Okay. The first one out is context. So with that one, it's speaking about being aware of situations. Make sure that you're discerning. This is really going deep within to find out a solution for a problem, and really taking the big look at the big picture versus just what's going on as far as within your environment or maybe work or something like this. It's a card of really being aware and focusing on maybe dilemmas or like things that are blocking you from going forward as far as success. So anything that's you feel is like not allowing you to go towards success. Okay. It's really this kind of card of keeping everything together, like there's loose ends. You feel like there's loose ends, and maybe this is something that's trying to tell you to take things one day at a time. Also, like not really being really abrasive with yourself, meaning in other words being patient. So yeah. And then also what came out is perspective. So that's where I get with the context. You have to look at the big picture. You have to really have this sort of opening as far as allowing your mind to maybe go different ways than you might not have. In other words, seeing things differently is what I'm trying to spit out here. In your own right, you are you, and that can't change. It's like you can't change certain circumstances that are being maybe manipulated by others. Like you can't really control others. But this is where you have to define you and trust yourself. There's something here as far as paying attention to yourself, what is going to be best for you, and really resist temptation to take someone or something at face value. So this is really where you see the patterns really come out, and it reveals things to you. So it's pretty much asking you to go deep, whatever this certain situation is. I feel it's like, when you're signing a contract, you have to sort of make sure that you're dotting all the I's and crossing the T's. And then magnetism. So that's really that kind of energy of things that you're sort of attracting to yourself. Whether it feels almost like opposites, maybe opposites attracting for you. If you think that you're really attracting negative stuff, then maybe this is where you have that discernment and pull yourself back and look at the situation that's happening in your life. This is really being involved in a situation, maybe against better judgment, meaning something might be pulling you towards something that is maybe facetious or not quite truthful. This is where you take that responsibility for yourself and really take control over you. That way you can start really sort of generating like a positive charge, either of self-image or consciousness. Okay. So this is really also looking through dualities, making sure you're seeing the big picture. And then consistency. So definitely that sense of, if you're trying to change something or you're trying to go about things in a different way, and maybe you feel flustered and almost like you want to revert to the old, this is where you have to be constant. And this is definitely responsibility of your habits, what you do, what you say, really committing to your goals. This will give you that steady progress to really get results in whatever situation it is that, this is pertaining to you. And, like I said, you can't really beat yourself up. It's really having patience, because I definitely do feel it's like you might want something right now, but yet things don't really happen overnight. It takes time. It's like a process. So this is really where, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. always know that love is really dependable. It's that thing that it will always be there. So perhaps this is where you're shaping your future here for you guys. The top of the deck is space. So with this, it's like really being able to connect. Okay. It's about consciousness, and we're definitely connect on consciousness. That's why they say, you know, we're all built from the same cloth. It's because our minds tend to think the same and think about the same ideas. If you're on that right balance, you know, if you're not going in this right balance, you might go towards darker things or things that just don't really help you evolve. So really connecting, I feel like with this card, it's connection of maybe meditation, peacefulness, just sort of letting things go, maybe with the flow, going with the flow of things, and formation. So this is where new things are starting to form. This is the underlying energy of the reading, which is really, we're shifting from one to the other. So maybe you feel a little friction with this new formation that's taking place, but it's really telling you it's going to be able to give you that abundance or that success in a situation that you've really been waiting for. So really hang tight and really be have perspectives of the situation for yourself. So take it as it resonates for you today. I will go a little deeper and see what these mean. I definitely do feel like, with the formation, which is the underlying energy, it's perhaps letting things evolve and really settling down with your emotions if your emotions seem to go running wild, but really observe and reserve any kind of judgment that is, happening as far as placing judgment on others or maybe within yourself, but allow for things to happen because they are happening in divine timing. So let's see. Welcome, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I did take a little unexpected road trip to go visit a friend at the beach. So I just didn't get home till late last night. So I gave myself a pat on the back and gave myself the whole day off. So let's see here. I want to know, what is the context, please? What does this mean? Allow yourself to go backwards and forward. Having the mobility to go back and forth is what they're saying. So let's see here. You have, stuck in that Three of Swords, that sort of betrayal, whether this is betrayal that's being done by family, by lovers, at work, just feeling that sense of depression and that sense of blocked kind of energy. And maybe you have to step back and look at the situation and create a choice for yourself. With this Two of Pentacles, are you, going up and down with too much work, maybe 2 jobs, maybe 2 relationships, if that would be for you, or just emotions, you're just sort of going up and down. And I definitely do feel that sense of that stagnant kind of energy with the Two of Swords, not knowing which way to go, not knowing if this change is going to make peace. Whatever this is, it's almost as if you've got to break yourself off from that so that you can make a choice. Because the Two of Swords could be that difficult choice, but yet once you make that choice, there's that sense of peace. So is there something that's you're holding on to with the Three of Swords that maybe is your choice, your option to maybe make or break this, okay? Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords could be betrayal, cheating, third party situation, just sort of this pace where you're just separated from happiness is what it feels like. What's the Two of Swords, please? The Two of Swords. Two of Swords. So it is the 10 of Cups. Are you thinking that if you change this, you won't be happy? Or maybe you're not meant to be happy, or this is what happy is. You know what I mean? If you're stuck in this situation, the Three of Swords and Two of Swords could be very difficult in that sense where you can't make that choice. Is it because you don't know the outcome, whether or not you'll be happy in a situation? But the choice is there for you to be happy. Give me one for the Two of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Three of Swords, please. The Three of Swords. Give me one for the Three of Swords. You have, let's see, that Tower. And see, that's definitely where I feel, okay, do I take that new path Is this going to be life altering kind of change? It's coming down pretty quickly. This is definitely where things are coming down because they're not on good foundations. So a good foundation is always faulty. Maybe you even knew as you got into this situation that it would be faulty, but it's taken some time for you to really recognize it, and maybe even sort of let your ego down to know that something's sort of wrong or something like that. Okay, for the for the Three of Swords, you got the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So either you want something to end, something that's been going on for a long time, in that sense where you feel like you've settled or you've reached the maximum growth. Okay, I do feel with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, this is really where you're trying to get out of this sort of stagnant situation, whether it's a marriage, a family situation, or something with work. Okay, give me one more for the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, please. So perhaps you just didn't see a difficult situation before, you felt it, sort of went on with it. Maybe you have a change of mind now that you're seeing things. With the Knight of Swords, this is really about taking action and getting out of what your mind is telling you is right. Okay, perhaps with this Eight of Swords, you've been fogged or clouded by something that isn't right, and that's why there's that sense of you don't success, you can't move, you can't change things, you're stuck. This is a feeling of being stuck. But definitely with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, you have the ability to override that energy and make a choice. Okay, what is the Tower? What is the Tower here, please? The Tower. It's almost like getting past what your mind is telling you versus what you're conscious, as far as God and the Holy Spirit, and really sort of trying to guide you to something better and easier. You have the Hermit. See, that's definitely what I feel. That's that sense of consciousness sort of waking up within you. That's really pushing this Nine of Cups, this sense of a new, like a new start, a new, doing something totally different is what I feel. I think that with this with this Tower and this Hermit, it's almost allowing you to see something. So perhaps there's something that's going to happen that sort of shakes your foundation and you think it's over, as far as not having success in the future, but it really is the opposite. You will have that success and get into something that is happy, perhaps. Maybe this is that dead-end job and you're just not happy. Maybe it's a family situation that just sort of trapped you and just felt like you can't move out of it. Or maybe a relationship, you know. You have to take it as it resonates because it is a general reading. So what is the perspective here? What is the perspective? See, that's the consciousness, I feel, as far as you awakening to what you're truly going to be happy at. But maybe you're just sort of blindsided because you think you have to stay like that and you really don't have to. Perspective, please. Perspective. What does this mean? The perspective. Okay, so you have the Temperance, really having patience, also allowing moderation to happen. This is that balance of the yin and yang kind of energy, you know, still being connected to spirit, but yet still being able to control things for yourself and not beating yourself up. Maybe there's some kind of healing here that needs to happen, especially with the Devil. You got the Temperance, the Devil, the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So something that you want to change, something that's going to bring you more happiness, more that sense of more of balance. Maybe this is a past love that maybe wants to come back to you or you to them. I do feel like there's some sort of message that needs to be given here with the Page of Cups to give you a new beginning. Perhaps healing something from the past that, you know, maybe you were regretful of now. And perhaps this is where that ego is placing you now, thinking that you have a change of mind and something that you don't want to really stay in that is toxic with the Devil. So maybe you're getting ready to make that choice, okay? Yeah, Devil is really, I feel it's very influential of the Eight of Swords, that kind of, you're in your mind and you feel trapped. And see, the High Priestess is here as well, in that sense of follow your intuition, and really expand your knowledge of things. So what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant could be that Holy Spirit sort of trying to call you, you know. What is the Hierophant? Is it something, see, trying to get you to be happy? Is this Holy Spirit sort of trying to get you towards a reunion, towards being balanced, towards just being... The Three of Cups is happy. It's happy, it's together, it's community, it's that sense of divine timing, it's that sense of just being whole, you know, your mind, your body, your spirit, you're sort of just on whole, you know. You feel happy is what I feel. What is the Devil, please? The Devil. So these could be toxic things that either hold on to you on the material plane, you know, maybe manipulation of society or manipulation by someone in your life, which could be business, could be lovers, could be family. What is the Devil, please? What is the Devil? What is the Devil here? So the Hangman, maybe you're starting to see something. You're being enlightened. And in other words, what I feel here with the Hangman and the Devil, it's almost as if there is something shifting in you that's trying to make you see something different. And perhaps with the Tower and the Five of Cups, it's ego, and the Eight of Swords, it's ego sort of pulling you back to, oh, you can't make it, you're not successful, you're not good enough, you know, things like that. Okay. I want to know, what is Temperance? The Temperance. What is this, please? What is this? So the Ace of Pentacles, being able to balance the situation so that you can go ahead, you can move forward, you can have that success, or, you know, that freedom to really choose which way you want to go. What is the Five of Cups here? The Five of Cups. Maybe this is somebody you want to go back to. The King of Cups and the Emperor. So see, that's what I feel. It's like you want to go back to something happy. Is this something that's going to sort of need your control to sort of push you towards it? Is this where God is trying to enlighten you and maybe shower you with self-love and intuition and that sense of receiving love? You have to sort of take control with the Emperor. So there's really something here that needs to sort of happen, in the sense of you taking action, you taking yourself out of this and being patient, and maybe returning to somebody. Or if it's not to somebody, it's to that simpler state. It's to that state where it's not about money, it's not about society, it's about you. It's about having, starting over with you, okay? So let's see here. We do see the Six of Cups. I always do feel that is that kindred spirit. It's that sense of reflecting back, maybe at, you know, your childhood, or you know, something, a happy relationship or a happy place you lived in, or whatever that might be, that you're looking back and maybe wanting to go towards, but maybe you think you're trapped in this society that says you can't do that. Okay. What is the Magnetism? Magnetism, please. The Magnetism. What is the Magnetism? Okay, Four of Swords. So it's time to put an end to something that's making you sick, something that's not healthy. Maybe, what is this? Over worrying, drinking, alcohol, bad thinking, whatever that might be with Devil associated energy. The Four of Swords is really coming to terms with you in that sense of maybe in rest, you're getting some kind of downloads or dreams, or maybe the sense of just being pulled towards spirit or your intuition. I do feel the Four of Swords is this sort of break that comes down for you. In other words, it's a gift of a breaking negative patterns. And then that gives you the ability to start over and go down your path the way that you deem worthy of. What is the Four of Swords? It's also healing energy. So you have the Three of Pentacles, and see, this is where, if it's work or family or something that involves a group effort, this is you discovering what works for you. Can you work with others? Do you want to work alone? Do you really want to build on a strong foundation? It all comes down with truth, is what they're saying. The Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Death card, and the Queen of Wands. So going through a cycle of maybe receiving something, maybe accepting something. Four of Wands is definitely that commitment card, that card of, are you in that right commitment? Are you going towards the right thing? Are you in the wrong partnership, the wrong job, the wrong house, the wrong family, whatever that might be for you, the wrong marriage? There is that question, and perhaps this is taking some sort of manifestation in that sense of faith, okay? I do feel this is what's happening, and maybe these downloads are happening quickly for you. And this is being done by where we are in this time in our lives, that we're getting closer to seeing the truth, and the truth will sort of always come to the surface. Maybe there's something you're hiding, and it sort of needs to be shedded. It needs to be shed to the surface. There you go. So with the Queen of Wands, is this where you want to begin? Healthy, vibrant, the sense of knowledge, the sense of helping others, quite balanced, I feel. Is this what you want to go towards? Is this a transformation of you? We got the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. What is the Queen of Wands, please? The Queen of Wands here. What is the Queen of Wands? So, the Lovers. You got to make that choice. I think that this is a choice for somebody, and you're just sort of dead stuck, So this is really where you have to follow that intuition. Don't let something pass you by in that sense of your life, your new life that you could have. There is a transformation here, and perhaps this is a warning of heeding. In other words, waiting, not giving up, that kind of thing is what I feel. But I do feel the Lovers is here, and it's really quite telling you, what is the best thing for you? Is there some truth that needs to come out? Is there something or someone that holds you back from choosing happiness? Maybe this is a third-party situation coming back from that Three of Swords. Are you stuck with somebody that is causing you friction when you can have love? So this is a question for somebody, I feel. Okay, and yet that magnetism, it attracts you. It's attracting you to the right thing, which could be uncomfortable because you sort of have to face it. You sort of have to go through that transformation to allow it to happen again, whatever this is for you. Consistency. So if you're feeling like you're not being consistent and you're going back and forth, just know we're in that kind of energy. It's like you just sort of don't know where to go at this moment. You got the Ace of Cups, the Empress, and that Two of Cups. Wow, those are some good cards. Okay, so if this is your twin, I definitely feel it's like you have to be consistent and you manifesting this peace, this love offering. I do feel this is very soulful in that sense of, my gosh, you got the Ace of Cups, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. This is a soul connection. This is something that you can't let go of. This is something that maybe you've tried to move out of, but you just can't. It's because it's divinely guided. It's really something that you've been wishing on. So you're wishing on something, but yet you're keeping yourself in darkness. It just doesn't make sense. It's that sense of, it's there and you can have it, but why aren't you taking it? Is it because of the Hierophant, the society, the devil energy, where you just think you're not good enough, or maybe you need to sort of maybe divorce a different person? That's just what it feels like, okay? Because this is the relationship, and this is like that sandwich and that bag of chips. It just sort of comes hand in hand. It comes together. So I do feel like this is the gift that is being blessed to you. And so if you think that it's not here yet, be consistent in your energy. In other words, live in the now. Really go towards that thing that's going to make you happy. And there is a choice there. Okay. So let's see here. I want to know, how does this story end, please? How does this story end? You want to start over with this person. This person wants to start over with you. Let's see here, please. How will it end, please? How does this story end? Okay, so the Tower. This is that life-altering moment, and it's not for the bad. This is where you let go of the materialism, where you let go of the false foundation, where you're living and where you're not happy, where you've settled for something. And the Ace of Swords, and there's that truth. This is about the truth breaking you free. Is there something that you need to speak up with? Is there something that is happening that is transforming you to be able to work your throat chakra? Okay. Some kind of truths are coming up, guys. They're coming. They're going to be very shaky. These things are going to rock your world in that sense of you just can't believe them. But it's the Ace of Swords telling you it is true. Whatever this is, okay? Let's see here. What else can you show me? That choice. I feel this is somebody making that choice. And in this deck, you're walking away from the things that keep you unstable. You're saying no. So it's a good choice, I feel. What else, please? What else? Um, let's see here, please. Do you not think that this is not still available for you? You've waited for a long time for this. You got the Nine of Cups. It's still there. It's definitely still there. It's that wish fulfillment. To have maybe balance, to have that abundance, to have that relationship you want, to go back to happy, to go back to simpler. There's that Four of Swords again. There is protection. You do have protection. You do have that sense of being able to shed and start over again. And there's that Ace of Cups. That's how it's going to end, guys. That gift. So just by being consistent and not giving up, having your faith and following the right light, okay? Don't follow the dark light. Follow the light, the right light, okay? So let's see here. I want to know, please, what is the karmic cycle here, please? What can you show me as far as this karmic cycle? What is the soul connection? The soul connection with the two. Sorry, guys, I have my dogs in here. Chauncey, she hears anything and she'll bark. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see here. You have success and perseverance. That means you're not giving up. No matter what, you're not giving up, okay? And somebody asked, they asked if, you know, is it too late? Did I miss the boat? I believe it's still there. Cool, calm, and collective. So somebody's thinking better now, okay? Legal matters and contracts. Remember, I said dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Is this a divorce? Is this you just making sure everything goes right, okay? Don't rush it, is what they're saying. Soulmate. So there's a soulmate there, and then one flew out. Let me see what it is. It is... Oops. Rest and relaxation. Four of Swords. You got it twice, so just stay calm. You are being protected and you're being guided in the direction that you need to go, okay? So maybe there's something here that you want it really fast. You want to end it so you can get into the new. There's patience that needs to be had, okay? I know that's the waiting game is the longest thing, guys. I get it. But don't kill the messenger because I'm just messaging. Okay, let's see here. I want to know, what is the insight here, please? What's the insight for this reading? What can you show them? Okay, it's this one here. Let's see here. So it says, movement is medicine. You were not created to be sedentary, meaning sitting still. Movement allows you to release energy and become one with the flow of life. So dance, run, shake, jump, or move in a way that feels right. Okay, don't hold yourself back like that Eight of Swords energy, which I feel somebody needs to speak up. If you want to change, you got to speak up. Okay, use that throat chakra. So let's see, let's see, I'm going to do this short. What is the chakra message here, please? Okay, so I am the light of my soul. The third eye chakra. Don't stop manifesting. Release any kind of darkness, any kind of hurt, childhood pain, past pain that you've done, maybe to others. It's about forgiveness. And then the lift of command and the throat chakra. Really, this is really where you sort of have to say to yourself with the throat chakra that you can do it, you know. This is where you express and you communicate, either on higher levels of consciousness or even on the 3D, okay? So let's see here. What is the mystery love message? The mystery love message. So it says psychic integration. And so this is where you're getting those downloads. Remember I said maybe in your dreams or your higher consciousness is just really awake right now. And it's trying to give you these messages. And if this is new for you, it could be quite frightening because you don't know what's going on. So pay attention to the fact that you do have intuition. It's usually the very first thing you think about. The second thing is ego telling you no. Okay. And follow your dreams as far as what you're getting as far as downloads. Let's see here. So talent, maybe this is a new skill, maybe this is you being creative in different ways, you know. That card, it just makes me feel like you're not holding back, okay. And beauty, discovering the beauty within you, okay. And then trust. So this takes a lot of trust, whatever the situation is for you. What is the unicorn message here, please? The unicorn message here, please. Okay, so brothers and sisters, get along with the others and see the love and the best within them. No judgment, guys. And then decide. It is time to clearly make a decision about what you want. And that's where you're at. You're at this place where, okay, what do I choose? What do I do? Let's see here. What is the message that pertains to this reading, please? What is the message that pertains to this reading? What is the message, please, that pertains to this reading? What can you show me, please? What can you show me here? Yeah, I feel like you felt like you've been at this roadblock for quite some time. It feels almost as if you put yourself aside and you sort of just settled for things. So the one that came out here is roadblocks, blocked change. So block change, barriers, challenges, time to regroup, stuck, paralyzed, obstacles, stalling, temporary setback, okay? And then the child, so this is fixed, this is stubborn, inner child, do what you love, exploration, boundless energy, time to play, demanding attention, love to learn. So I think you're in this place of learning new things. And then the crack shot. So competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp, witty, clear-cut, dead on, intense, target. You're where you're going. Maybe this is you sort of listening to that intuition and know that you're on the right track, you know, whatever that is for you. Let's see here. What is the angel message here, please? The angel message. What is the angel message here? The angel message, please. What is the angel message? Okay, so it says Azure. So this is your desired outcome will occur in a very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. Yes, don't force it, okay? It's gonna happen. Just hang tight. I want to know what is the abundance message here. The abundance message. Okay, so you've got 3. It says self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. As long as I long to take care of myself like never before. And, you know, I do feel like that is for a lot of us, as far as letting go of the inner child wounds and pampering ourselves, you know, reframe. So this is happening for me, not to me. And then extraordinary. So there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So honoring and letting I think letting go. Look at that. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. They're very good. And then the loss. So sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So bring in your own plans instead of egos. Yep. If that makes sense. Okay, so let's see here. Let's end it today with a soul message, please. What is the soul message? What is the soul message? Okay, my goodness. So let's see. It says, what else could this mean? There's always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limited beliefs. Look at the situation today by stepping out of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? So today's action is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in another person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Okay, and then this one as well. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is the energy of ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it if it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. So in other words, your relationship should not be about money, really. If it's about money, you got to question something here. So today's action, take a deep dive and believe, take a deep dive in your belief system around money. There are any beliefs that you need to upgrade to concrete the results you're wanting. I'm sorry, to create the results you're wanting most in your life. Write out the money story. It is a time for a sacred shift. What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful for money because of blank. It shouldn't be about money. And I think that that's why the tower came out twice. Everything that we've been led to believe has been based around money. And did not Jesus say the root of all evil is money? So we got to let go of that money hold, because it shouldn't be about that, even though we've been taught that. So it's a hard lesson. I do hope this helps somebody. Thank you so much for being here and being patient with me. And please like and share and subscribe and leave me all your comments. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, guys.